Good morning. This is Alan Burgos from #WalkWithLan. Today, what we will be doing is for me to share some tips and tricks with regards to cybersecurity. What we will be discussing today is with regards to email or electronic mail. Email, as we all know, is still one of the primary ways we communicate. We communicate with our bosses, with our colleagues, and with anyone else, both in our personal and professional lives. However, however, we can often be our own worst enemy when using it because of mistakes or because of some social engineering attacks or techniques from other people. So here are the four most common mistakes people make with email and how to avoid them. Okay, so we have four mistakes. For example, the autocomplete. So for the sake of this demonstration, I'll be using this one, my own electronic mail. Okay, I'm using the Google Meet. Google Meet, the Google email or the Gmail. So there is a feature from our our email software, okay, or by our provider. This is the autocomplete feature. Autocomplete is a common feature in most email clients. As you type the name of the person you want to email, your email software automatically selects their email address for you. So for example, if I type Janice here, okay, Janice or here, okay, there are many other email addresses that would appear. So for example, I will type Eva Javier, this person, okay, but I intend to send this to or Hani Jaramillo, for example. Instead of sending my email to Hani Jaramillo, I can be able to send to have Eva Javier. This way, you do not have to remember the email address of all your contacts, just their names. The problem is that when you have multiple contacts with similar names, it is very easy to autocomplete to select the wrong email address for you. For example, you may intend to send a very sensitive email to uh, to this person, uh, but instead you were able to you can be able to send this to this person. Okay, now your kid's soccer coach, as a result, you end up sending sensitive work email to someone you barely know, no? Okay, so for example, you intend to send this to your soccer to your son's soccer coach or basketball coach, but instead you can be able to send this to other people for that matter. Okay, um, right. So the solution to that is always double check. You always double check whatever, even though there is an autocomplete feature of the email client or the email software, it is always better to send this to or check it uh, double twice or thrice, no? If you are sending to the right person for that matter. Okay, now how about the reply all? No, for example, you will receive an email or electronic mail, and then there is okay, you could be able to reply. No, reply all. The tendency there is when you click the reply, it will or there is a tendency that you hit the reply all for that. So in addition to the field, when you create an email, you also have a CC option. This one, no? CC option. Okay, or it stands for carbon copy, which allows you to copy additional people on your email and keep them informed when someone else sends you an email and has CC'd people on it. So meaning to say, you can be able to see the email addresses that you have here, right? Okay. So the tendency, if you want, the tendency there. So if you decide, okay, if you want to reply to just the sender, or if you want to reply all, there are two decisions, no? It's either you hit the reply or the reply all to everyone that was included on the email. So if your reply is sensitive, okay, most if your reply is about salary, it's about cases, etc., if that is sensitive, you can hit the reply only to that particular sender. However, be careful when selecting reply. It's very easy to mistakenly hit the reply all, which means you would reply to everyone on the email. Once again, whenever sending or replying to a sensitive email, always double check. So the name of the game here is double check, right? The autocomplete feature, you double check if you will be sending to the right person or to the right email, okay? And when you hit the reply or reply all, once again, you need to double check that one, especially if that is sensitive. Okay. Now, on my case, if my name is mentioned on the body, okay, on the body of the email, for example, um, Dr. Alan Burgos, please comment on this. On the file that that Miss so and so sent to us, or the if the subject calls me, or if the if what do you call that, uh, if the sender, asks me to comment on this particular case or on this particular attachment, okay, I will be replying on that thing. Okay, maybe I could include also the other recipients, or yeah, the other recipients. All right, so always double check before you send the email. All right, emotions. All of us have emotions because we are only people, right? So never send an email when you are emotionally upset. Okay, the same thing with Facebook, right? The same thing with Facebook. Do not ever send an email when you are emotionally upset. Because why? Because the email or the message, okay, the post, okay, especially the email, could harm you in the future. Perhaps even costing you a friendship or a job. Baka nga ibalak ka na, no? There is a tendency that you will be blocked. There is a tendency that you will be fired. There is a tendency that you will not be hired because of that particular email. All right. So instead, this is my advice. Take a moment and calmly organize your thoughts. Okay, just take a moment, just pray. All right, and organize what you are thinking and what are your thoughts. If you need to vent your frustration, because we are only human, right? Okay, so you need to vent, or maybe you could talk to someone else, right? Or open up a new email. For example, like this, there is a new message. Okay, I would like to vent my frustrations on it. Type on the body, or open a Microsoft Word or any text for that matter. Vent your frustrations there, right? Vent your frustrations, right? Make sure that there is no name on to the two field. There is no name on the to field. Okay, and type exactly what you feel like saying. Okay, then afterwards, then go up. All right, get up and walk away from your computer, right? Because it's not also healthy for you to stay on your computer, okay, every day. No. All right, now then get up. Perhaps make yourself a cup of coffee, okay, cup of tea, cup of juice. All right, or you could have, maybe you could get up, jog, walk away, walk on your subdivision, on your place, okay. And then when you come back, delete that message, okay. And then afterward, when you delete that message, try to think, no, um, and try to think, no, if this is the right message for you, or not, or think again, no. All right, but if you really want to vent your frustrations, talk to someone else. Or better, pick up the phone or simply to talk to that person. Pick up the phone, anyone you could be able to talk, or you talk to that particular person na you will be sending the message. Okay? So it can be difficult for people to determine your tone. Ang hirap, di ba? It's very difficult for us to determine our tone. Okay, and intent with just an email. Sometimes we are not so good in in composing our email, our words, so it's better, so your message may sound better on the phone or in person. So remember, guys, di ba, um, a humor or the words does not always translate well in emotional emails, right? Because people may not understand your message. Sometimes it happened to me also, it happened to anybody else. All right, now the privacy, no, privacy. um Sometimes we are not uh I mean, the privacy is at stake here also. Finally, email has few privacy protections. Okay, your email can be read by anyone else. Okay, that's true. No? Okay, this can be read by anyone else even though this is an email, right? um Email can be read by anyone who gains access to it. If the password has been compromised, has been given to anybody else, okay, this email or this message can be able to read by somebody else. All right, now, okay, in the past when I was sending postcard, okay, this can postcard or emails for that matter, okay, not emails, the mails, no, the ordinary or the traditional mails in the past, okay, this can be read by somebody else. Okay, it's similar to that. Okay, your email can be easily forwarded. No, remember, no, this the emails can be easily forwarded to someone else. Okay, now the same thing with the Facebook message. Okay, this can be screenshot, this can be taken a picture, this can be forwarded, etc. No, that's why it's very easy to forward all those things. No, that's why on our part, on our end, we need to be careful on it. All right, now, okay, this can be forwarded to others, this can be posted on public forums, released due to a court order. Okay, we are not secured if the other party was able to secure a court order. This can be opened up by your email client, by the server, by the company who is hosting the email, something like that. Okay, this can be distributed, or yes, this can be distributed if the server has been hacked. Okay, if you have if you have something truly private to say to someone, pick up the phone on and call them. That's my advice, that's my suggestion. It is also important to remember that in many countries, email can be used as evidence in a court of law. As what I've mentioned, or as what I'm saying, this can be this can be um, um, this can be they can get the email message if they can be able to secure a court order. Okay, finally, if you are using a work computer, laptop, or if you can be able to use, if you are using a work email for that matter, remember that the host or the employer can be able to access this one. Okay, they can easily access this one. Okay, they can be able to monitor and read all your emails, your communications, the traffic, etc. Okay, so that's why if you are using the work email, use this work email for the purpose of the work alone. Okay, all right. So this has been the these are these were the topics that we have done, or we have checked. This is security tips for the week. Okay, and see you next week. If you learned something on this particular uh, podcast or this demonstration, please subscribe to my channel, hashtag walk with lan. Please like this video, share it to your classmates, to your colleagues, and we will be demonstrating more and more videos in the upcoming weeks or days. And again, this is Alan Burgos from hashtag walk with lan saying goodbye and stay safe, please.